Watching from
Hello everyone. Welcome to the sprint for retrospective. So this is our last sprint for the semester. Yep. So basically, we'll go through the same things, which is what went well, what can be improved, and any next steps that we might possibly take for the project. So let's take 5 minutes and write down what went well, and what can be improved.
okay.
So just to remind everyone, so we are only doing what went well and what can be.
And yeah, correct.
So let's make sure, and then let's do make sure that the color encoding is the same.
Yeah.
Yellow is for what went well. The pink one is for what can be improved. And once we go through all those sticky notes, then we can discuss what the next step should be.
Correct.
So, yeah, you can just. Yes.
Sai, I think you're adding on the next steps.
Yeah.
Let's discuss about it and then we can put
Yep.
on there.
So, based on what we can improve, we'll discuss what the next steps will be.
Yeah.
So, I'll remove this for now,
Mhm.
and then we can discuss on this.
I think it's enough. Uh,
Okay.
Yeah,
Everyone looks good. Okay. If we have more, we can still keep adding them, but we can start discussing them.
yeah.
Uh, so let's start with what went well first. So the first one is good communication within the team throughout the project. So yeah, that's a really good point. We did have good communication. We were able to collaborate. Uh, what are the team thoughts on this? Anyone wants to say anything?
Yes, like we have 2 days meeting in a week, and that really helped us to discuss on certain points. And the and as you mentioned that yes, good communication went very well throughout the project time. So yes.
yeah, and like this time, like we were like communicating more like from our first meeting where we did a sprint planning, and like till today we had like lot of meetings, and like sprint 4 were like better as compared to previous sprints.
And also, everyone was available for spontaneous meetings, regardless of the timings. And I think that helped with the communication part to grow as a team.
That's a really good point.
Anyone else wants to add something?
All right. I'll move on to the next one. Time management. So yeah, we are pretty ahead of the deadlines this time. So any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much complete all the tasks regarding the sprint 4. That is why we are recording this retrospective. I mean, the it's Friday only. So yes, we really worked hard on the time management aspects, and yeah.
So basically, during the starting of the sprint itself, we thought that we have some features that requires some amount of hard work and time. So we thought that okay, we have to first invest ourselves completely into the tasks which are challenging to work, and then we can work on other aspects. So luckily, we all collaborated and we worked very hard, and the things sort out like really well. So now, yeah, we could say that okay, we are some ahead of time, and we have used these strategies so that in case in the middle, if we fall out or if the tasks are not being completed or something, we should use that extra amount of time to work on that. So yeah, we are a little bit on schedule right now, and that's a very plus point. And but our team is moving as expected and in the direction which we have moved on. So
Yes.
Also, because of like we are managing the time, that's because of that we are able to complete all the tasks that we have, and because of which we are getting more time to work on more features. So yeah, that's like a big like that's like a time management which is like we have achieved a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, those are really good points. I agree with the team. We needed this for the last sprint, especially considering the amount of work that we had this sprint. It was really important to be on time. So yeah, anyone else? Okay, I'll move on. So the team came up with the solution to any problem that arise during implementing the project. So any thoughts on this?
My thoughts on this is like when I arise from any bugs related to the project. So team members help me to execute that projects to be to implement each and every step so that I can execute and add on some points on that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah,
Any-
because yeah, go ahead, Sai.
Yeah, she said the right point because we got so many issues recent times regarding matching GitHub and rebase errors. So we got many issues. We are collaborated on time and we are communicated very well. That makes perfect us.
I agree.
And yeah, for backend also, as our project is like machine learning based and deep learning based, and to train that model and which has like the result what we are expecting from it, it's not easy task, because to train that model it take like lots of time, and sometime the result is not what we are thinking. So yes, we discussed about the issues, and came up with the solution for that issue we are having at that time.
Yep. Yeah, that's really good teamwork, and uh, like the team collaboration was really good this time. I agree. Okay. So continuous improvements. Any feedback on this?
Yeah, compared to last sprint, we have chosen only few features in our website. but this sprint it was different. We have almost implemented the 3 different features, and UI is also implemented. That's good. They mentioned the continuous implement.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, I think we added like two, 3 features in our projects. So we really worked very hard on the improvement regarding our projects. We added that chat function, and then we added that summary part also. And yes.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. The next one that we have is all user stories are completed on time. I agree. We had a lot of user stories, new features this time. So, any thoughts on this?
Yeah, so as we all know that we had this sprint planning at the day 1 of sprint 4. So in that we all discussed about the how much time will take to complete each and every user stories. So within those time we were able to complete all the user stories, all the tasks, and we were able to share each and every task within our team members. So because of which we were able to complete it on time. Yeah.
Anyone else? Okay. Professor feedback.
Yeah, we really worked on what professor gave us the feedback regarding the user stories and um,
Wiki page.
yes, and
So the feedback
wiki.
has helped us a lot to improve.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, like yeah, everyone focused on Jira.
Yeah. Professor feedback help us to improve our projects and like
Because of that, we were able to achieve more features in our project as well. That's why.
Yes, because this agile thing is very new to us, and over the period time that professor gave whatever feedback to us, yeah, it's really helped a lot.
Yeah, right.
Like we had the sprint planning, continuous improvements were made after the feedback. We were able to meet like professionally. So basically, this will be the environment that we would be working on as
Yeah.
engineers in future. So the feedback is really important, and it did help us a lot as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Okay. The next one is the backend part has been improved, like chatting functionality, blogging page. So, yeah. Any thoughts on this?
Yeah, compared to last sprint, we have improved our charter functionality and blogging page. Blogging page is a new feature which we have implemented based on the fake news detection. If whether want to discuss regarding that news, we can mention in the blogging page. That is the good feature we have
Yeah,
that has been improved in recent time.
right. Yeah, and as a team, we were able to achieve this new functionality as well. So that was a really good collaboration on the team's part.
Yes.
Thought that the chatting would not be enough. What if in our chatting functionality, one user was able to communicate with only one person? So what if the user wants to spread a message or something like he wants to talk to a huge audience? So over there, we thought that we should make a blogging functionality, and Pravita, Sai, and every other people, Gayatri, Maheshwari also had their input in that. Even the Manthan had an input about providing the comments on the post. So what if the user wants to correct, like people want to say more things about the news. So user want for in the post, one thing user can do is like you can just share his news and everything. How about the interaction? So that comes with the comments and everything. So everyone collaborated and like they provide useful insights for creating the blogging page. And for the blogging page, we also created the new database and data structure for storing those information. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah, that's It's a really good point. So, team coordination for implementing the project. Any thoughts on this?
Yeah, as we like mentioned earlier that the team coordination for this sprint is very well for for back end and the front end also part. We collaborate with each other and complete all the tasks on time. So yeah, this time team coordination is was good.
Yep. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. So the last one is the requirements were clearly explained and doubts are also resolved. So, any thoughts on this? So,
Yeah, yeah. For like as we created that sprint planning and all the requirements we put it there accordingly, and then it was like clearly explained which team member is working on which part, and oh, yes, it's. I
yeah,
think it really went well.
Yeah,
Also,
this time,
we were, yeah. So also we were facing few bugs, so we were able to, solve those bugs and resolve it. So yeah, that has helped us to clear the doubt and make it work.
yeah, and this time, like work division was also done like properly. Like in the last sprints, like few of our members faced issue because they were working, but like they failed to commit in the gate. But like this time, we improved on that part, and like everyone was contributing.
that's a
Yeah.
really
So we this
Yes.
time we have
Yes,
assigned the task based on the people's working ability, so that we don't mess up in the later part. So everyone who had the potential to do and work on the particular feature, they immediately came up and they said, okay, this feature I can work on, and we can immediately, since we were in the I would say we have to complete the task faster. So everyone just promptly replied that, okay, this feature is there. Okay, this feature, I am good at that feature. I'll take that feature. So that was a big factor why we are ahead of time right now. And I would say about the doubt solving session. So whenever we had any bugs and everything, if as soon as we found any bug, we tried to resolve it by ourselves. If we weren't able to solve it, we collaborated, and then the collaboration part was very strong. Like, okay, fine, this guy is having a problem, so let's connect and sort out this issue. So other things will get moving on. We didn't had any I would say a hurdle where we stuck on a particular problem for a long time. So this was the best part about this sprint, I would say.
yeah, yeah. That's a really good point, Rishabh. That
you gave a good example.
yeah,
And I think one more thing, the everyone took responsibility.
yeah,
Uh, and that clearly show in this sprint also that everyone is committing on GitHub as well, and like we were having meetings, and we were collaborating with each others during the technical part like coding and all that. So yes.
oh yeah, that's a really good discussion on what went well.
Mhm.
Now let's discuss on what can be improved. So I'll start with the first point. Enhanced time estimation, providing more accurate time estimates for user stories could improve project planning and resource allocation. Uh, any thoughts on this?
So, like as I mentioned, that this time it was like people were able to grab the features which they wanted to work on. So over that, what happened is that okay, some functionality for to work on some functionality of that feature, people didn't took into consideration the time factor they will require. So it was like, okay, I can do this work, but people were like, okay, now since I have taken this work, now how much time I will require? So over that part, we messed up. So I think that okay, this time we were knowing that okay, we have to work on this and I can do that. But now another thing is that we have to work on see that how much time also we require. So accordingly, if there are two people and those two people are saying that I can work and I can work on this issue. But now, if we had another factor stating that, okay, I can do this work in 2 hours, and someone is saying I can do this work in 1 hour. So that if we had that factor, we could have improved more this time. So I would say like that, what I wanted to say.
Yeah, so that's a really good point. And then we'll probably discuss what the next steps, what action items we can do to improve this. So, yeah. The next one is prompt issue management. Any thoughts on this?
Yeah, we got issues regarding merging and rebasing issues because of branches of connections. During that time, we got an issue. For that, we need to solve an issue.
Yeah, I think when like team of people work on a projects, we can easily face these sorts of issue. But yes, we must improve on these sorts of prompt issues.
Yeah, yeah. I do have a action item for this one,
Mhm.
which us resolve this issue. So yeah. GitHub commits.
So this one I mentioned as a like for all sprint 1, sprint 2, and sprint 3. Yes, professor also call out for like on us that some of us is not committing on GitHub as much as we should. So that is why I mentioned. I mean,
Yep. Okay.
So yeah, that is true because what we were doing that after completing an entire work, we were committing it. So Usar was saying that we should commit whatever things which we are like. Suppose if we have given a task and that task is been we subdivided the task into 10 things. So what we were doing is that after completing that thing, after completing those 10 points, and then only we were committing. So this time, what professor told and as Saurabh told that we should commit as soon as we have completed that particular subpart. So if we have committed two subparts, we have to commit that. So like that, we have to make an habit of committing frequently.
Yeah, I agree. Whatever is done at whatever stage, we can create our own branch if we don't want to add it to main. And then we can have the teammates review that as well, so that we don't have that issue and frequent commits needs to happen, as like we can't wait till the whole task is finished. So yeah, I agree. Yeah. We can make more interactive UI.
yeah, I think it's uh, like I personally think it's next step for our app, not like for this sprint. Um, I think we can uh, like create more interactive the UI part in next step of our application, not for this sprint. This is my personal feedback.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
What do you guys think about it?
I agree.
Yeah, definitely. We can be connected to add more features in this app. Like it will help us only for our resume and all those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should change this to the next step.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I switch.
Yes.
Finish
Let's
for backend task. We can go to the UI.
let's I think let's change this one to
Okay.
the next step, and then we'll go and change the color.
Can do it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
uh, the let's go ahead and start with the next steps. Let's start what as we discussed, like what can be improved, what went well. So we now know what issues we faced during our sprint 4. So we can start making action items, what the next steps we should take as a team. So yep, let's add a few
I Manthan, let's discuss on this two tiles also, the wiki review and
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I
yeah.
missed. Yep. So what can be improved? We have wiki review.
Yeah. So like I think for sprint 2 and 3 as well, like we were not able to review the wiki before the submission. Like for this sprint, like I'll request everyone, like the day before the submission, everyone should go and like just check for the every point, like nothing we are missing. And if you found anything, like just report it in a group or do it by yourself, your choice.
Yeah, for sprint 3, I think we missed some links on the wiki page. So uh, this time we'll be more careful about it.
Yeah. As a team, we need to make sure we have 8 people in the team, so we should be checking it and not missing it. So we'll do a checklist and make sure everyone agrees and everyone has tested like the wiki page. So yeah, we'll probably make less mistakes on the wiki this time. Okay. So I think I missed this one as well. Adding features in the fake news detection, but I think this should be in the next step.
Yes, correct.
It will be next step.
So I'll remove this from here and add it there. And also the team can add the next steps, whatever the team feel like. So Okay, is everyone done, or we have any more points to add?
I, I'm done.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So let's start with the action items. What the next steps we can take to uh, improve on our sprints. So basically, the first one is to make the UI more interactive. Any thoughts?
Yes, as our project is completing in this sprint, for next step, yes, we can really work on that UI part, and that can be like more interactive to the user. We can work on that as a team. We can we can um, connect in future as a team and work on that UI part.
Yes, so in this we can, enhance our application with adding more technologies, like more libraries, like, for example, we are using Bootstrap or something like that, through which we are able to, make it interactive, but we can use it in a more different way. So, yeah, that can help us to have a user-friendly website or application.
Yeah. Our product is going to ready, but makeup is pending. So few features we need to add more makeup to grow our product.
Yes.
For example, we can give an animation of like balloons or some like party or I would say and sprinkles or sparkles when a user clicks on a verify button and the button is and the news is true. So at that time we should show some animations like sparkles or something that could make a user more interactive. So the small things can make user more engaged. So we have to think on that.
Uh, the next one is make enhancement to fake news detection.
So yeah, as we all know that it's a machine learning project. So backend we used the machine learning algorithm, and that is supervised learning. So we need data to train our model on, but we are not a big company, so we have that limited access of data. So yes, we can improve our model to feed more data to it, and we can improve the accuracy as well for our summary part as well, and then the main feature that detect the whether the news is fake or real.
Definitely. Yes.
Yes. Yes, you are.
So the next one is everyone should use their own branch and then merge to main. So I added this because I realized we were having merge conflicts. So in order to do that, we can try to use our own branch, and then we can approve pull requests to merge it to main so that the code in the main is safe. And if there are any conflicts, we can resolve it before pushing it to the main itself, because it won't let you merge because there are conflicts in the pull request. So yeah, any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I'm totally agree with Manthan on this.
Yeah, Manthan, we can do it.
We can conduct survey to understand people views and expectations related to the project. Any thoughts on this, team?
Yeah, I think this could help us, to decide how to add more features for the project.
With the people views, we can improve a project and take it to the next level.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we will be having like some days off after this semester. So yes, we can conduct a small survey in New York City as well, near to our campus.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, I agree. Okay. So push code daily instead of waiting till the task is finished. So any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think we already discussed on GitHub comments
So yeah,
regarding this topic.
yeah, exactly. So we need to make sure we do that so that we have like everything is updated with latest.
Yeah.
So adding a report button to all features.
Yeah, it might be some bugs. We cannot identify a few bugs. So maybe user can identify bugs. Uh, at least we need to show an option called report. So it automatically clicks on that report. They will mention that bug. So developers that helps a lot because we cannot identify all the bugs based on the requirements. So we develop the feature. Maybe hidden bugs will be there. That's it.
Yeah, that's a good point from Sai. Like this helps to continuous improvement in our website. So that's a really good point. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, that's a really, we should keep that in our application. It will help us like identify any issues that we might have missed. So yeah. So make sure everyone in the team verifies each other's work. I think we had some issues with wiki pages where some of the links were not working. So as a team, I think we should definitely put a checklist and make sure to respond in the group as well that I have verified the GitHub, uh, wiki page. I verified all the links are working. So yeah, let's do that for this sprint because we have missed it a couple times. Any thoughts on this? Anyone else?
Yeah, totally.
The last one is give a user a star icon if he's using our application frequently and comments on the posts. Any thoughts on this?
Yeah, it's a nice feature to have. You know, as you already talked about the new features for our application. Um, yes, we can try to add this feature to our app.
We can rank the posts based on the star. So automatically people will understand that there is something in that post.
Mhm. Yeah.
We have to say that if a user is interacting with our application more frequently, then definitely he deserves something, some reward. So I was thinking that whether to give a user a star like a star badge, with the help of which user can feel that he is special and can use our application more frequently. And second reason would be that if some other people wants are doing the post, and if a user having a star badge or some other kind of badge and he is commenting, the value of the weight of that comment would increase. So for that reason we mentioned as a feature.
Yeah. That's a really good point. Yeah. Okay, I think that does conclude our next steps. So basically, we will conclude the retrospective that we have discussed what went well, what can be improved, and based on those items, we discuss what the next steps can be. So I think everyone did a very good job in this sprint. This was the best sprint that we had in the whole semester. So yep, I think everyone deserves like a thumbs up. So thank you, everyone. Any thoughts that the team wants to share, because this is our last retrospective for the semester? So any feedback for the team, anything that anyone wants to share?
Yeah, I want to add something that it's been great semester for me. I learned so many things like technical part also, the back end and front end, and even how to communicate with each other and how to appreciate each other, team members' work. And I learned time management also. Um, and so, yes, it's been a great time with you guys.
We did learn a lot. Yeah.
Anyone else wants to add something?
Yeah, I would also say that I had learned a lot with team project. I came to know about the user story, acceptance criteria, then what is product backlog, then sprint backlog, then how the product backlog is being split into sprint backlog. So I learned about how to manage things properly with the agile. So I found it very useful because it targets only the things which we have to work on and no other stuff. Like if you want to do a particular task, then what other people can do, they can do documentation and everything. So over here, I would say that this framework is the best to complete not just the software part, other part as well, day-to-day activities. If it requires team to collaborate, then I would say I like the agile way of doing the things and getting the things done.
Absolutely.
Yeah. 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 Anyone else?
Okay, that's it then.
Okay. Sounds good. So, yep, thank you everyone for joining the sprint for retrospective. Good luck, and we'll see you again. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.